Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. Brand new arrival, 2006 BMW M3 Coupe. And you know, I didn't really understand the M3. I understood you know, like a 911 because it's a sports car, and the M3 looked a little bit like a sedan to me, or maybe like an average daily car. And quite honestly, if you watch a little bit of racing, you see these things here running around the track, spanking a lot of people, and I still didn't get it. So I said, you know what, I need to drive this for a little bit and make sure I understand the whole thing. You know, when we compare these to the 911, this has a chassis, it has a feel, it has a sound, it has power that make you feel like, you know, this is really a very tossable but ridiculously steady car. For instance, it does have a lot of safety aids, meaning like dynamic stability control and things like that with yaw sensors and what have you. Like if the car starts to rotate, it can apply brakes at different areas of the car automatically. Obviously, it has traction control, ABS. You can turn all of those off if you decide you want to take it to a track day. And these things are really designed to be driven at a track. Although this hasn't been here as far as I know, it's ready to go if you wanted to. So let's take a peek around it for a minute. This one here I thought was a pretty nice example. And so it's entered our collection here. 19,000 original miles on an 06. We're almost to 2011, so it's clear that this was somebody's second, third, or even fourth car. They just drove it once in a while. Great set of updated rims, racing dynamics, all the way around with a fresh set of tires on it, the 19s. And look at the size of the brakes in here. Absolutely enormous. They're cross-drilled and vented to keep them cool, let the gases escape from the pads. And a lot of people don't know the suspensions on these are fully adjustable. And let's keep rolling. Also, the rear suspension is fully independent. So it's just like the 911s or Corvettes where you don't have the solid axle like Mustangs and Camaros do. And you get that great handling, great solid feel. Let's take a peek under the hood for a minute, but I would want to show you this. The paint on it's called Alpine White. And the first one I was told, hey, are you interested in a white M3 Coupe? I was like, I don't really think so. But I think this car looks so great, especially with the subtle rims. You know, these are polished lips with silver painted centers. You need to look at them for a minute and kind of see that there's not too much bling, which is nice, just enough. And I think with the white and everything and just a little bit of the call out, and this kind of pulls the interior out a little bit, it looks really good. Plus these cars, the paint will last forever. White typically is one of those colors, because it reflects the sun, is able to last significantly longer than some of the other colors. But as far as quality goes, let's take a peek here and have a look at how great you can read the window sticker here. This is important in the video. We like to show all that. All right, let's take a peek under the hood for a second. That's a nice piece of carbon fiber bits. All right, so this is it. This is the mother load. This is 3.2 liter. The inline six, been around forever, man. It's like bulletproof. And one of the things about these that are so great is that they're revvers. And they just rev and they snap. That's why they've made sure that the electronics here include a rev limiter so you don't over rev the engine. We'll talk about some of the sport modes and things like that changes the characteristics of the whole car once we get inside, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But you are talking about 333 horsepower here. You're talking about paddle shifters, 6-speed transmission, limited slip rear differential, and independent rear. And it's that's a pretty impressive piece. You know, if you try to build a car like this to make a daily driver or take to the track, could be very expensive. This is the best of both worlds. You could go to the track one day and then just drive it home so you can get to work on Monday. Let's take a peek inside for a minute, because this one is loaded up with virtually every single option you could get. As we look inside the car here, this is the upgraded interior for the M3. And the nice thing about it too is you can actually sit some people in the back. So it is a real 4-seater. But these are the sport seats. Not only the sport seats, they're power seats and they're heated. Got a great set of updated cross-drill pedals down here that looks very nice. This has factory navigation in it as an option. Got the climate control. Got the power shade in the rear. Car is loaded, loaded, loaded. But let me go over a couple options with you real quick, and then I want to show you a couple things that changes this car from an everyday normal driver to an absolute animal. Okay, upgraded Harmon Kardon sound system. The speakers are located down low, in the doors, in the back, things like that. Also has satellite sound. We talked about the heated power seats on both sides, power windows and power locks. 200 mile an hour speedometer, 9,000 RPM tach with a red line at 8,000 RPMs. For an inline six, that's astronomical. You know, these are known to be able to rev to 9,000 RPMs with no big deal. Okay, so let's just say you've decided now that, okay, this car is loaded up with some great options and features, and now you've decided that you'd like to learn how to shift this car properly. So it's got an up and down here. It's got a plus and a minus. So you upshift here, downshift here, right? Here's a couple cool things. You can set how quick right here you want the shifts to happen. You want them a little softer or you want them banging hard. Then you can go ahead and turn it on to sport mode. The sport mode changes the entire car from there. It doubles the shift points here, so it means it makes the shifts even faster. The suspension goes ahead and tightens itself up, and the butterflies in the fuel injection snap open and close much quicker. It's a little jerkier, it's not as smooth, but it's full race car stuff that you would have to pay extra for on lesser cars to get that to happen. You'd have to upgrade ECUs and things like that. This comes standard on these cars, so when you push these buttons, they're a whole lot of fun to drive, and they get very exciting, okay? Great steering wheel, it fits just perfect in your hands. It's got a thumb hole here or a thumb here, depending on what's comfortable for you, and they just make a great sound. So you can shift it with the paddles if you want, or you can shift it right here. And there's a clutch inside here. It's a 6-speed transmission, and it rolls on down the road. But you know what else too? It makes a great sound. I thought I'd go ahead and start it for you so you can hear what it sounds like. You know, as we move around the back of the car, a couple more subtle features. M3, small lip spoiler. You'd be surprised at how much downforce this little bit creates. And as these cars, because of their tremendous top speed, the more air that gets underneath of them, they get squirrely and they get loose. And what this does is keeps it planted to the ground. Nice looking here. It's got a great looking carbon fiber diffuser built in here. Great looking exhaust. Everything's nice and clean. This also has the parking sensors in the rear. I mean, this car has virtually every single option you can get, and the truth of the matter is, this is an 06 model. A 2010 model is almost $80,000 now with these features. I guess at the end of the day, to have a sports car of this magnitude and all these great features, you know, and a new one being 80 grand, this car's priced around $36,000, and we're in 2010. I mean, it's a great, great bargain. We're talking about a 19,000 mile car, so I don't know. Seems like a great deal to me. You know, in closing up a video like this, I don't want to bore you with all the details, but you're talking about maybe $5 grand worth of wheels and tires. You're talking about navigation, you're talking about parking sensors, you're talking about heated seats, sunroof, the carbon fiber kind of bits that are around the car, the upgraded Harmon Kardon sound system, and it just goes on and on. The car is very expensive for its time, and it's 19,000 miles, and it's just a great, great car. And I got to tell you, if you've never owned one, they're wicked fast, they handle amazing, and I was very impressed. So I'll no longer say bad things about the M3 because I'm now convinced. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.